You've lived for your family for 40 years. And now, finally, it's your turn. But then, one phone call changes everything. Mom, can you watch the baby? This one sentence starts a storm inside many families. If you're a mother-in-law, you've probably heard it. If you're a daughter-in-law, you've probably said it. And between the two, lies a quiet war full of love, guilt, and exhaustion. Today, I want to tell you a story that might sound familiar. It's not about villains or saints. It's about real people, and the invisible expectations that hold them down. Let's begin. Park Young-suk is 65 years old. She spent her entire life taking care of others. She raised 2 children, cared for her in-laws, cooked, cleaned, and gave up her own dreams. When she was young, she wanted to be an artist. She wanted to study painting. But her parents-in-law said, "Why would a woman waste time on that? Get married and be a good wife." So she did. She buried her dreams under housework and motherhood. Years turned into decades. Then one day, she finally felt free. She joined a watercolor class at the community center. Her hands trembled as she held a brush for the first time in 40 years. She was happy. She was finally living for herself. And then, her son called. "Mom, our baby was born. My wife has to go back to work soon. Can you take care of the baby?" Park Young-suk couldn't answer. She looked at her art supplies on the table. Then she slowly put them away in a drawer. Her freedom lasted exactly 1 month. "Mom, you'll watch the baby, right?" This sentence sounds simple, but it hides 3 dangerous assumptions. First, that mothers-in-law have plenty of time. Second, that they'll gladly do it. Third, that they cannot refuse. Let's look at the first one. People say, "You're in your 60s, you're still young." And that's true, but let's be honest. In your 60s, your knees hurt. You wake up at 3 a.m. without reason. You take blood pressure pills. Your energy isn't what it used to be. Now imagine taking care of a toddler 12 hours a day. Feeding, changing diapers, playing, chasing, keeping them safe every second. That's not love time. That's labor. One study says the physical burden of full-time grandchild care is equal to manual labor. Would you ask a 60-year-old woman to do construction work every day? But we do it with a smile because we call it love. Now, the second illusion that they'll gladly do it. Yes, grandmothers adore their grandchildren. They love their laughter, their tiny hands, their innocent eyes. But love and obligation are not the same. Visiting once a week and watching every day from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. are completely different worlds. Love becomes duty. Joy becomes exhaustion. And here's the saddest part. Because they love their grandchildren so much, they feel even more stress. What if the child gets hurt while with me? What if I do something my daughter-in-law disagrees with? What if the baby isn't developing fast enough? Is it my fault? These silent fears eat away at their peace of mind. Finally, the third illusion that they cannot refuse. When a mother-in-law says no, rumors spread. She won't even help her own grandchild. The daughter-in-law feels betrayed. The son feels trapped, and the mother-in-law feels guilty. So she says yes while screaming no inside. Part 3. Why is this normal? When did we start assuming that older people's time is free? Why is it always the grandmother who's asked, not the grandfather? Statistics show that more than 80% of grandparent childcare is done by women. Grandfathers often say, "I don't know how to care for kids." And that's the end of it. But grandmothers? They have to learn even if they don't want to. Let's trace the life of a typical Korean woman. In her 20s, she marries according to her parents' wishes. Her own dreams are postponed. In her 30s, she raises children, often giving up her career. In her 40s, she spends everything on her children's education. In her 50s, she cares for her in-laws. And in her 60s, just as she's about to rest, she's asked to start again with her grandchildren. Where in this timeline is her life? What's even more ironic is this. Most of today's grandmothers raised their kids without any help. No daycare, no parental leave, no husband participation. They did it all, and now, they're asked to do it again. This isn't progress. This is repetition disguised as family love. I once interviewed a woman who cared for her grandchild full-time for 3 years, every day, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. One day, she collapsed stress-induced angina. The doctor said, "You need rest." She told her daughter-in-law, "I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore." Her daughter-in-law replied, "Then what should I do? Should I quit my job?" 1 week later, she was back babysitting. 6 months later, she collapsed again, this time from a stroke. Let that sink in. We say it's help, but this kind of help can destroy a person's body and spirit. Many people say, then what should dual-income couples do? There's no other choice. And they're right, but they're asking the wrong person. The real problem isn't the mother-in-law. It's the system. Public daycare enrollment in Korea is 17%. The OECD average is 50%. Male parental leave, only 5%. Why? Because if men take it, they're passed over for promotion. Nanny costs are $3,000 a month, half a household's income. This is not an individual failure. It's a structural failure. The question, what else besides the grandmother? Should not be asked to her. It should be asked to the government, to companies, and to society. Because childcare isn't a personal favor, it's a shared responsibility. Forced help never strengthens relationships. It poisons them slowly. The mother-in-law starts thinking, what am I doing with my life? The daughter-in-law starts sensing tension. Mom looks tired. Is she doing this unwillingly? On the surface, everything looks fine. But underneath, both sides are quietly breaking down. Mom, thank you. At first, those words are heartfelt. But over time, they become a habit. Just another polite phrase before hanging up. And one day, the grandmother realizes. They think it's normal for her to do this. Her schedule becomes her daughter-in-law's schedule. Mom, just Wednesday morning. Mom, I have a meeting this weekend. The word mom becomes a command. This isn't family love anymore. It's emotional labor wrapped in guilt. So what's the answer? Should grandmothers refuse everything? Should parents handle everything alone? No. The answer is boundaries. Mothers-in-law need to say clearly, I love my grandchild, but daily care is too much. I can help twice a week, mornings only. I'll babysit when there's an emergency. And daughters-in-law need to respect that. Disappointment is okay, but guilt-tripping isn't. Family help should be negotiation, not expectation. Mom, can you help Tuesday and Thursday afternoons? Yes, that's fine, but I'll plan my own activities the rest of the week. By setting clear boundaries, both sides can breathe again. It takes a village to raise a child, but the grandmother shouldn't be the entire village. Part 8, a message to mothers-in-law. If you're a mother-in-law watching this, remember this truth. Your no is not selfishness. It's self-respect. You've lived for others your whole life. You've earned the right to live for yourself now. You're not refusing because you don't love your family. You're refusing because you finally love yourself too. To all grandmothers out there, you've done enough. You've given enough. Now, it's your turn. Take that art class. Travel, rest, live, say no without guilt, because you deserve that freedom. And to all daughters-in-law watching, this message isn't against you. It's for understanding. You're also under immense pressure. Balancing career, motherhood, and expectations. But real progress means respecting women of all generations. If you deserve freedom and equality, so do they. True feminism means giving your mother-in-law the same right you want for yourself, the right to choose. So, what do you think? Is a grandmother's refusal selfish? Or is it the beginning of a healthier family culture? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Because this conversation needs to happen honestly, openly, and with empathy. If this story spoke to you, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps us bring more real stories that society often ignores. Next week, we'll talk about the other side. Why many daughters-in-law feel they have no choice but to ask for help. Because understanding begins with hearing both sides. Thank you for watching. Stay kind, stay strong, and may your choices, all of them, be respected.